Let's preach about Drewmas.
Drewmas media, Drewmas,
Drewmas everywhere.
Drewmas,
Yo.
Drewmas media, Drewmas is everywhere you go.
In Harare,
Drewmas media,
Bulawayo,
Drewmas,
Mutare,
Drewmas,
How Maswingo,
Drewmas,
hey.
Drewmas media, Drewmas is
Ongoka munotiziva muri yeZimbabwe kuti tinowanika kwese kwese munyika yedu, nyika yababa. Naizvozvoka ndosaka muchinzwa song rwiyo rwokuti Drewmas media is everywhere you go. Nhasi unoka tiri kwaBulawayo uko tiri kuda kukunziraika chirongwa chezve boka rakasimudzira kana kuti ndingati riri kusimudzira musambo wearts. Rangu zita ndinonzi Inuru neshamba senguva dzese kamuri yeZimbabwe. Tinokurudzirai kusubscribe kuDrewmas media. Drewmas media taking you to another level.
is everywhere you go.
In Harare,
Drewmas media,
Bulawayo,
Drewmas,
Mutare,
Drewmas,
How Maswingo,
Drewmas,
hey.
Drewmas media, Drewmas is everywhere you go.
Ucholocho,
Drewmas media, Drewmas,
Plumtree,
Drewmas,
Kecheka,
Drewmas,
hey.
Drewmas media, Drewmas
Tichi.
is everywhere you go. Drewmas media,
Drewmas media, covering social matters, current affairs, and getting you informed with the correct information that can be trusted.
name is Nkululeko Innocent Dube, the founder, the director of Nkululeko Yabacha School of Arts, of course popularly known to many and sundry as Iyasa. Iyasa is an idea that was born out of Mpophoma High School 24 years ago to date. 2001 was the year, and it's an idea that was formulated, I should say, by a group of young people I worked with as a teacher. I'm an English and languages teacher, and I was teaching there, and I was also in charge of the school's drama club or theater club as per se. So we at that school in those years at Mpophoma High School created and made popular that school's drama club. And when the time came for the youngsters to leave school, as you know, when you get to O level or you get to A level, it's time to move on. They said this dream should not die. They said they wanted, their ambition was to say, let us create a platform for other young people to take up the arts. Let us create a platform that will ensure that young people can create careers out of the arts. When we say the arts, we are talking about music, we are talking about dance, we are talking about theater, we are talking about anything artistic, anything creative. And of course the dream did live on, and up to date I must proudly say that we and those pioneer artists managed to create this amazing institution that has become a source, an academy, a school of arts, as the name says. And I must say that it has won over the years accolades for amazing work and artists that we've created. Of course, when you think about it, there are artists like Sandra Ndebele, who was also a pioneer of Nkululeko Yabacha School of Arts, Iyasa. I can name them. There's Ngwali. She's doing very well also in her music, wherever she is globally. We have Future, who was popular in the video that also became a hit, Banolila, a video that we collaborated in with Chase Skuza, brother to the original musician Solomon Skuza. And this was an idea just to say, let's promote local music and let's promote retro music. Let's bring memories to people. So you have an artist like Future, who's doing very well also now globally. He's based in Austria and is doing amazing work. We have a lot of them. Prelude, Bindi, Noel. Locally we have DJ Prince Escosini also doing, he was a technician anyway at Iyasa. He was also learning how to play music, and also he was a very good drummer, and now he is doing very well in the arts circles. There's so many of them that have come. Those I'm talking here about, the pioneers. These are the pioneers. Others are based in the UK. You talk of Tsungai Tsikirai, who recently collaborated with us again in her new track Ezindabeni, and it's doing very, very, very well. So I'm happy to say the list is that there's a long list of artists. The Magonya sisters, who went abroad, did very well in international productions like Mother Africa, that went global and went amazingly. Trophy cabinet. These are part, I will say, part of the awards that we've won. You have the Namas, you have the Bulawayo Arts Awards, one from Germany, and with the Zima, one of the first ones that we had, one from Botswana, quite a lot of awards. Some of them are missing because we also had break-ins, and some of the awards were actually gongs were stolen, but we remain with the certificates or the honor of having won those awards. That's our trophy cabinet of the group, because the individual awards, normally artists would take them home. So we have quite a number. The group awards add up to about 19, I think, if my count is correct, over the years. And the individual awards also, we think there are 20s or so, because almost every year we had one artist or two artists winning a certain award, right? So memories of where Iyasa is gone. This is a project we did with the theater in Germany, Theater Strahl. We are doing a lot with them over the years. And this was Chungervin in Austria. We've done also a lot with them. This is what is from Kinderkultur Karawane in Germany also. All these are international. This is Mother Africa, where our artists Pepsi Magonya and Sletemba Magonya took part in a huge, amazing project in the light of Obomoja, Labo Ipintobe, did very well. That's from also Germany. These are our artists. This is part of the Pioneer Group. This is a photograph that brings memories of the Pioneer Group. And when you look closely there, you will see artists that have now bloomed into amazing international artists. And as I said, also this is from the Austrian projects that we did for over 10 years. Artists, and this is also from one of our first productions, Africano Americano, which was choreographed by Richard Ndlovu and was written and directed by myself. And that's where you will see also the original, or I don't want to call them, or the pioneers of this dream. You see the future. Albert, I talked about Albert Nyati as one of the inspirations at Iyasa, and that's why we have his photographs. We have a wall of memories, and it's a wall of inspiration. As you can see, this is another generation of artists that came through us around about 2002, 2003, thereabouts. Yeah. And later on, then this generation, we have done collaborations, for instance, with James Maravini. There's songs we've done together. Kubu Kalanga, you were asking about collaborations. He's one artist and one big brother that we have worked with for years. And as you can see, Sandra to date, that's Sandra Ndebele now, following her amazing career in the arts. That's also a production we did with Austria, but in Japan. So that's Japanese, and you can see it's written in Japanese. So we have been through a lot. Voices of Change is a production that, as I said, from its pure Sami talent search, what we did was we then gave young people an opportunity to go on tour in Germany, and that's one of the productions that we do and did with Kinderkultur, which was about climate change. It was Kinderkultur Karavane. That's a poster from the Czech Republic. So you'll see a lot of languages. Our wall tells a story of where we have been, who has been here, what has been done, and what we... So I must say, and I can safely say, that we were satisfied by what we did and what we are doing up to date, because it has been a generation after generation kind of institution, with artists coming in and living out to do what they have learned and actually blooming into professional artists. You talk, for instance, recently we have artists like Asantemo, youngsters that came out of Iyasa and have created an amazing, unique drumming and music project that is doing very well. You have Bongeni, who is gone into fitness and also is also an amazing coach of dance and is doing very well in his own right. You have Cheryl Mabaya. Cheryl, most of you know her for leading the songs Jaiva Sivancane Skhulele Africa, which was also another hit from Iyasa. And I must say, I'm impressed. Now she's working with Ematogeni, she's working also in a lot of other projects around us. In the Czech Republic, we have Mamozi, Robin Mlauzi, also sending waves. So our footprints are all over the world. Our footprints can be seen around you. Our footprints, I am happy to say, you can hardly fail to find our footprints in any event, any project artistic, let me say, without risk, in Zimbabwe. And I'm proud, and we are very proud of such achievements. Talk of numbers, awards, Iyasa has several awards that they won. I think we have counted up to 19 to date. When the Zima Awards also started, we got the Zima Awards. Now we have the Bulawayo Arts Awards. We are now at 3 awards. I'm not talking here of also the different individual awards that artists have won, and of course myself as a director being recognized at various platforms, be it the NAMAs, and I must be grateful to say the NAMAs also recognized me as one of the legends of the Zimbabwean arts at 40, and that is an accolade that I dedicate to everybody who has believed in what Iyasa does and who has believed in what we do. We say we are the morning star. That's our selling line. Why the morning star? It's the first star that rises just after darkness. It's the light that brings more hope for the day, and that's why Iyasa is called There Goes the Morning Star, the brand that fits any occasion, because also what we tried to do was to ensure that in anything. You could be having a birthday party, you can have Iyasa. You could be having the largest concert in the world, you can have Iyasa. We are deeply rooted in communities. We are a product of community support. Yes, we've gone all over the world: Czech Republic, Italy, France, Germany, Liechtenstein, the United States, Serbia. There's so many. Asia, we've been there. Taiwan, Japan, all those countries we've performed in. But when we come back, you will also find us. Cholocho, Plumtree, Murewa, Berengwa. That is the essence of Iyasa. it's one of those things that you have to accept, and one of those things that you then have to create that bridge and relationship with them that makes this quite a smooth transition into the next. And what I must say is that I'm happy that most of them didn't leave unceremoniously. They actually would introduce it to us, that they were planning certain things, and would even promote their first step to it. I think we've performed and worked with almost all our artists at their launch. When they launch their new careers, we definitely will be part of that. So that has always been the essence and idea and my wish, that we all come from somewhere and we all end up somewhere, and it's never the same place. So this is part of life. People come, people leave, people know each other. We meet to part, and we part to meet again. So that's one thing I always try to inculcate in our artists and our students, that it's inevitable, and therefore do it in such a way that when you leave, it will be easier also to come back. Life goes on, relationships must stay. When you decide to move, that's fine. That's okay.
Ndicho chirongwa chatanga tinacho muri yeZimbabwe. Ndinovimba madakadzwa nechirongwa chatakupai senguva dzese. Don't forget to subscribe to Drewmas Media. Drewmas Media, taking you to another level.
Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye, my friends. Wakamboonana, tichazoonana nerimwe zuva. Amatangu. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye, my friends. Wakamboonana, tichazoonana nerimwe zuva. Amatangu. Ini ndokwenda kubasa kwangu. Iwe makiwe mkaranga. Iwe makiwe mkaranga. Iwe makiwe mkaranga.